God has a tendency of speaking to his children through anything, especially those who operate in the seer's realm. God has an ability to communicate with you through anything and everything around you, but specifically he uses your senses. The Bible tells us that prophets, God enables them to use the eyes to speak or to communicate, enables them to see. But seers, they operate with the whole entire head, which means they function with all 5 spiritual senses, with 5 physical senses. They are able to operate with that. In other words, with a seer, if you close his eyes, he can see with ears. If you close his ears and his eyes, he can see with his mouth. If you close both eyes, ears, and mouth, he's able to see with his nose. He's able to discern. If you close everything, he's able to feel. And there's a man and a gentleman in the Bible who was blind, and God gave him an ability to see even though he was blind. So he had an ability to feel the presence and to know who was in the house. Remember Isaac, when Jacob came trying to trick him, Isaac was able to feel the presence, to say, the voice sounds like of Esau, but it's like your body sounds of Jacob, or the body sounds like Jacob and the voice is sounding like Esau. He was able to sense, to feel that you might be here, but you are the wrong person. You know what I'm talking about? So God is an ability to speak to you through senses, through the ability to feel, through the ability to see, the ability to hear, the ability to do anything. So I'm just going to explain to you the meaning of some body discernments on your body, and what does it mean, what does it say, and what is God trying to say by doing such to your body. Number 1, for instance, if you feel an itch inside of your palm, many people, you do feel that itch whereby you start scratching your palm. There is a communication that's going on. If you really check your life, maybe there was an issue with a financial situation that was going on. So it's a reflection that God is about to hand over finances to you. It's a season that you're about to enter into where God is about to give you a financial breakthrough. To some, when you actually pass through certain people, you can start feeling an itch, and you can actually know that this itch is not for me, it's for this person. So you are able to speak a financial breakthrough over that person, and you're able to declare, and actually what you are seeing and declaring is 100% accurate. Number 2, there's an issue that happens with your eyes. For instance, some people, like me, I do that a lot, whereby my eyes will start paining me and itching me, and then I'll start having like tears coming out of my eyes on some instances. And this normally happens when I'm coming from preaching. My eyes will pain me so much, and I'll start tearing, like very, very tearing. It's not like I'm crying. I'm not crying, but it's a spiritual, it's something that God is communicating to you as a seer. God is communicating to you as a called person of God. As for instance, what does that mean? It symbolizes an ability of vision, that you are really called to see visions. You're really called to actually experience the ability of vision. You have a strong gift of vision. You have to nurture that gift. For instance, most of the times when I leave the audience or the church and I go in my office, I take about 10 minutes and just sitting in there trying to process what God was trying to tell me. Maybe he was trying to show me a lot of things, but maybe I cut it short or I left quickly. So he's trying to make me keep seeing it so that maybe I can document it down or address it next time. Amen. Then, number 3, which is my last one for today. For instance, if you normally feel heat on your chest, there are those people that feel like a heat on their chest. The heat on your chest, it speaks of confirmation. There are things that you're praying for. There are things that you're asking God for, to say, Lord, what is your say when it regards to this issue? It's a confirmation that is bringing a sign of peace in you. Amen. So it's a sign of confirmation. Then I'll say bonus. Whenever your nose, you see what I've just done? When your nose itches you, your nose is giving you problems, whereby you just have to touch your nose and squeeze your nose sometimes. These are things that I know what God is trying to tell me. Maybe with you it might be different. Maybe what I've mentioned about the chest and the heat, I've mentioned about the eyes and the tearing, I've mentioned about the itchiness. Maybe to you it might be a different story, but I'm sharing with you based on my relationship with God and my walk with God and me being able to understand my body discernment. So whenever you feel an itch on your nose and you touch your nose and you keep touching your nose, and it's not like I'm trying to dig out for some gold inside. No, I'm not trying to dig out on any gold. It's actually a sign of God trying to speak to you. He's trying to warn you to say, hey, whatever that you're about to do or what you're about to say, discern, because you need an ability to discern. A seer uses nose for discernment. He picks a scent, he smells something. So we normally smell danger, smell good news, smell affliction, smell diseases. We are able to smell a lot of things. So you can start picking your nose, not to say you're digging anything, but you're just picking it. But you're picking it because God is trying to communicate to you that your ability of discernment has to be very sharp on what you're about to do. I believe this has helped you. I hope to see you in the next video.